Hello and welcome back to the Saintly Scots. So, it has been pointed out to me that previously I had noted that my family members here, my sisters, were both married. And, well, I'd looked at that and went, oh yeah, we'll just ignore them. But actually they're married to important people, and I should go and have a look at them. So, Morag here is married to King Rune of Strathclyde, who happens to be my bordering neighbour. So I think if we can get an alliance, that would be very nice. He doesn't want an alliance because of political concerns. It's because we're too close, but there is potential there. We could maybe work him round. I might want to try and sway him. Who am I currently swaying? Currently swaying Charles Carling. Well, given he doesn't have boats, I think I'm going to change my sway to King Rune. Because King Rune, if I get in trouble, he's going to be all over it. He's going to be able to come and help. It's going to be great. We also have another sister, Malmor, and she is married to King Aid. So, I would like an alliance with him. Ooh, he has a bloodline. The blood of Niall of the Nine Hostages. Okay. A legendary High King of Ireland and founder of the Niall dynasty. During his rule, he won several battles against the Saxons, Scots, Gauls, and even Romans. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I think we want to get an alliance here. Now, where is he? He's over there. He's not amazingly strong, but he has a vassal who he can call in. So, yeah, if we can get an alliance, that would be great. No. Political concerns, but not as many as the other one. Okay. Maybe I would be better off swaying him. Let's maybe sway somebody who's a little bit more... who's a little bit closer to our side. Yeah. But both of them are potential options. Okay. Right. In terms of other things we need to be doing, not really a lot that we can do. We have... well, we have our army there. We can't make it any bigger, necessarily. Oh, we can, actually. I tell just a straight up lie. We can just pay some prestige and make it bigger. Well, let's just do that. What are we going for? Heavy infantry. Yeah, we have some archers, but let's go for the heavy infantry. There we go. We now have a 600 retinue. That's just a little bit better than what we had before. That's nice. We have some money, so we could upgrade, but we're still saving up some there. It's because we're leading an army. That's why we've got the hat on. I'll just unassign my commanders for just now, and if we declare war or have war declared on us, we'll get them re-raised. But yeah, we're still building up that war chest, so I think we just unpause and let what happens happens. Like, I would go and join in this war, but we physically can't join it, so no, let's unpause. Manichaean faith triumphant. The adherents of the Zoroastrian faith have steadily dwindled to the point where the Manichaean believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Zoroastrian faith to a de facto heresy. All former Zoroastrian holy orders are now Manichaean. The bickering of fools does not concern me. Exactly. All's well that ends well. Finally we are together, Isabel and I, as it should be, as it always will be. We might have encountered obstacles along the way, yet our love is stronger for it. Now that Isabel's old husband is out of the picture, we can start over and create a new life together. It will not always be easy. Everyone who knows will disapprove. However, at the moment it does not bother me in the slightest. My fear of never experiencing true love, of dying alone is over. I have found all I will ever need. Isabel, my kind-hearted beauty, I love you. Well, fantastic. Oh, and she arrived at our court. Well, she is my concubine. It's good that she arrived at my court. Makes sense. Right. Let's continue gaining money. Your vassal is concerned about his non-inheriting sons. He asked you to consider them when looking for new vassals. Well, do I want to give out the chiefdom of Moray to my steward's son? Well, I'm not necessarily 100% against it, but at the same time, we need as much land as we can get, so that's fine. My wife Ermintrude tells me that she is pregnant, but that can't be right, can it? Oh no, how dare she cheat on me? I would never be unfaithful to her. So, I don't know. I don't know what's up with her. Right. I've thought it over, and I cannot be the father of my wife Ermintrude's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping, and I must put this matter to rest. Are we paranoid? Ah, yes, we are paranoid. Well, I will hire someone to find out. The maid I hired to gain my wife Ermentrude's confidence has not found anything suspicious at all about her pregnancy. You know what? I'm going to confront her directly. Ermentrude started crying when I asked her if she's being unfaithful. She profusely assures me of her undying love, virtue, and steadfastness. I'll never be entirely sure. Yeah. Wait, we have a negative 25 opinion of her for suspected adultery. She only has a negative 50. She only has a negative 5 for a known adultery here. Like, she knows we're an adulterer, and she's like, oh, negative 5. We only kind of suspect, and we got negative 25. Interesting. Maybe, I guess not knowing is worse. Anyway, I had something else in my mind, but that is completely blank. Oh, yes, somebody asked, does Brave give personal combat skill? Yes, it gives 10. There you go. That's what Brave gives now. Perfect. Right, let's continue on. The Francian Holy War for Saxony ended. King Ludwig of East Francia lost. Damn, we lost the war. I mean, we did a lot to try and make it win. We tried our best. The world is a dangerous place, and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your son, Donald. Well, I mean, there's not a lot we can do about that. I'm not going to put him into hiding. We're gonna leave him where he is. To the brave King Constantine, may you live in harmony and contentment. We request that you honor your obligation and answer this call to arms against King Louis II of Italy. I mean, sure, we'll be part of the Italian claim on Bavaria war. Okay, I mean, sure, we'll be part of it. That's fine. One thing I was gonna do, and it's gone. Yes, I was going to go into our plots here. Known plots. No known plots. That's fine. That's what I wanted to check. That's fine. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral unbalance that is affecting her mood. So I can buy her something nice, or I'm sure she will be fine. You know what? I will buy her something nice. Make up for the fact that I accused her of adultery. Right. Oh, it increases her health. Interesting. That's nice. My liege, my mission to Roma has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Pope Sylvester II, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful pious really are. He sends his regards. Fantastic. So, the Pope now likes us a little bit more. He likes us at +2. Can we do anything with a +2 Pope? Oh, there is actually a faction against us. It's put my sister in charge of Scotland. I'm not really a huge fan of that, honestly, but that's fine. This person wants to be on my council. He also desires my high chiefdom. Well, I mean, he's not getting my high chiefdom, and he's not getting on my council, probably. Although he has 14 stewardship. He would be better than my current steward. But my current steward is only good as a steward. So, this marshal, though, we can move. But he's better as a steward. We should switch those two around anyway, I think. Let's change council position to steward. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. I was just checking that it didn't have the old bug, which would make it so that they got mad at you for doing that, because they thought you fired them and rehired them. Yeah, we'll swap them around. That way we have a better steward. And the same level of marshal. That just seems obvious. We have to set a new commander. Oh, I probably had my steward as my commander for whatever reason. That's fine. You just shouldn't do that. Okay, good. Right, on pause. I'm sure that if I use the influence I hold over my tribes to increase his standing, King Aid will come to appreciate me more. This is not a good idea. Oh, okay, well, you know, forget I ever thought of it. Forget I ever thought of it. I was thinking here, we should maybe upgrade our, we should maybe upgrade our clan a little bit. We could upgrade the tax income on it. Yeah. And then that might help us towards our goal of getting more wealth. Definitely. Oh, and we can build these with prestige. Yeah, that might work. And we'll do that when we next get some prestige. A son was born to King Constantine II of Scotland, and Queen Ermentrude of Scotland named Edward. Well, that works. Also, interestingly, I think Edward is of her graphical culture, not mine. Yeah, cool. Right, Edward. That seems okay. Malmur is no longer a spy master. As is tradition, my wife Ermentrude underwent her churching after recovering and cleansing herself of the recent pregnancy. Unfortunately, her mood was not improved by taking the Holy Communion. Perhaps some old sin is still weighing on her soul. An old sin, you say? You mean like adultery? It's all coming together now. The clues are piecing themselves together in exactly the way we placed them. Right, do you want Hugh to be our new spy master? We could perhaps do a shuffle. He's a brilliant chancellor, so I don't really want to move him. I could move my marshal, but he's awful. My steward is even worse. I'm trying to find a council for this guy, but it's just not happening. He is the best out of the three for spy mastery, but he's really bad at it. I think Hugh is going to be my spy master, and that now means that I need a new commander, probably, because Hugh's no longer able to be my commander. Well, we don't want him to be because he's my spy master. We'll put in Eochaid. That's fine. Right, carrying on. Our retinue is actually almost there, which is quite nice. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached that people are conspiring to kill your son, Edward. Oh no! Also, with Edward, we should choose a focus. You know what? Why don't we give him a duty focus? He's second in line, and we'll just give him duty. Although we do have Tanistry, so he could also be first in line. If people just vote for him. Oh, people are voting for my sister a little bit. I didn't realize that people could vote for my sister. Yeah, I suppose it is agnatic cognatic, so it makes sense. Just usually people don't, I guess. Who's voting for her? Morgan of Ross and Eochaid of Athol, who I guess are also in the faction? Huh. Yeah, interesting. That's fun. We are getting up there in retinue. Upon conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many, and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can feel the taste of blood in your mouth and dizziness setting in. Well, you know, I think we're just going to call for help. You notice Chief Comgal of Strathern standing next to you. He seems to contemplate helping, but is not responding to your pleads. Just before you pass out, you see him bring the rest of the councillors out, and they look at you in pity before they help you. I'll remember this. My Chancellor, you have made a powerful enemy. I will challenge you to a duel. I will not challenge you to a duel because I am involved in a war. But you just wait. The moment the war is over, I will challenge you to a duel. If I remember. He just died, didn't he? He just died. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What did he die of? Great Pawns. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I've always been better at talking through my pen. Maybe the best way to show my good intentions towards King Aid is to dedicate him a poem. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about his deeds. All about his deeds. So, Chief Malsurf here. He wants to be on our council as well. He is the better person to be on our council out of the ones we have. But he could also be my marshal if I could move people around a bit. I can move my steward to my chancellor position. He could... Is he any good at spy mastery? He's not really, but he could be my spy master. Okay, I'm going to change your position to chancellor. Okay. My new steward is going to be Morgan. My new spy master is going to be Malsurf. There we go. It's kind of working. It's a little bit of jiggery-pokery, but that's okay. We'll improve relations over here with King Aid, and hopefully we can get ourselves another ally. Right, and that should hopefully kill this faction as well. A new realm. High Chief Arpad Almos of Etelkos has decided to abandon nomadic life and settle down in Etelkos with his followers, making it a new homeland for the Hungarian people. Okay. Oh, that's a great homeland. I can't help but feel it's going to be swallowed by the Magyars in Bulgaria, but, you know, great homeland. Far from liking my poem about him, King Aid informed me that he was in fact insulted by it. He thinks I'm trying to mock him with my work. What a sad little man. Right, he has my pity. That's fine. I stumbled into a courtier eating cookies outside the kitchen. The courtier apologized several times, then offered me a cookie as an apology for being in my path, and the cynic in me got the best of me. I lost myself in cynical comments about how the courtier was trying to poison me with baked goods, probably spoken out loud. I'm sorry, but that cookie looked suspicious. So Chief Morgan recently put on my council. I'm now accusing him of poisoning me with cookies he was eating. Of course. Chief Morgan wants me to stop being cynical. That is a promise I will not be able to hold, but I won't disturb him anymore. I hope that is enough, but probably not. We're even more cynical, and he doesn't like us very much. The war over Bordeaux has ended, and oh yes, our side won, I think. Didn't they? Are we allies with West Francia or Aquitaine? I think we might be allies with the other side. Yeah, we are actually allies with Aquitaine, so our side lost. Okay. Do you want an alliance yet? No, and that's probably, he probably doesn't like us. Oh, we provoked him. I thought he was going to not like us because we were just at war, technically. But that's fine. He doesn't think of it as a war either. That's fun. We are now known as the Drunkard. I really wish that wasn't our name. Enemy planning to invade. King Haraldir of Viken. Did we not have another invasion that was planned, but that never really happened? Yeah, I think we did. Maybe? Maybe not. That's fine. Anyway, he is the blood of Haraldir Fairhair. Okay. Well, hopefully he doesn't actually come over and fight me, because that would be very unfortunate for me. I could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered Donald opening one of my letters. You know what? I will teach him to be less nosy. We're paranoid. We don't want him to be doing this. We're now cruel as well. Okay. After talking to Donald, he seemed to understand the concept of privacy better. A step in the right direction. Definitely. You realized that to become a great fighter, you would need to get in better shape. There's a path in the nearby woods that'd be excellent for running. We're going to go running, and we got enough prestige that we can... No, we don't. We need double that amount of prestige. Oh, but we did finish the previous building. We want to upgrade to a market town to increase the amount that we make even more. I kind of do, even though it's going to push us even further back here. That's fine. Violence seems to solve all of your problems. Life is easier when you can simply smash things into submission. I seem to no longer have the patience to negotiate. Yes, we have now become very angry. So it turns out in the last year or so, we've become cruel, angry, and drunk. I can't see if there's any connection between those, but I'm guessing the drinking's probably not helping. Dear King Constantine II of Scotland, we're having some trouble with one of your petty nobles who is visiting La Marche. His behaviour being unacceptable would be quite an understatement, and I will have to take action soon. Best wishes, King Louis II of Aquitaine. Well, you know what? I'll swallow my pride and take responsibility. Will not make it worse. A small spear throwing competition could be entertaining, and it's also a great way to enliven your battle technique. Maybe you should arrange a contest at your court. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Everyone attending the spear throwing competition seemed to be having a great time. They were partaking in the contest, conversing and laughing together. Perhaps the merriment is a bit much, as the spear is carelessly hurled into a field as someone is still out there measuring the distance of the previous throw. I see that this is still as deadly as always. Also, I would love to think it's us. So we've just been drinking, we thought, you know what would be a great idea? We'll cheer everyone up as a spear throwing contest. And then we chuck one, completely drunk, and Hamish here, he received the brunt of it, becoming mangled. After dozens of spears being hurled through the air, a sole victor emerges. None managed to throw farther than Bethan. Or Bethane? Anyway, that's fine. My liege, I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions if the proper leverage is obtained. How do you wish to proceed? Well, is he in any factions? Yes. Well, obviously, obligate him. Your ability to take down any man in a brawl is widely renowned. Many speak of your prowess and how it would be unwise to pick a fight with you. Feels good to be recognized. Our prestige is back. Honored King, thank you for reminding me of my duties and my obligations as your vassal. You're right, of course. For the foreseeable future, you have my promise not to support factions conspiring against you. Signed, Chief Ichade of Athol. Well, that's fine. He may not like me, but he's not going to conspire against me, although he still is, apparently. Father, father, calls Edward, pulling my arm, pleading to play with him and his latest toy. Completely oblivious to all of the important work I'm in the middle of. Sometimes this kid can be really insufferable. Not now, child. I'm gonna neglect him. He's an annoying brat, apparently. Okay. Your court chaplain, Bishop Ludlach of Dunkeld, has been discovered charging money for various religious favors, putting the gold in his own pocket. Obviously, this is intolerable. Yes. Completely. We are going to imprison him for this. He has raised his flag in rebellion. Well, that just seems foolish. I am, of course, going to call in all of my vassals and my important allies. They all have to say they're coming to fight. My court chaplain is being replaced. It's going to be Bryce now. That's fine. He's going to build some zeal. And we also need to raise our personal levies. And we'll sit here and we will siege it. Of course, brave King Constantine, peace be with you. I'll honor my obligation to answer your call to war. As will Louis the Stammerer. That's fine. We're just going to siege it. What can I possibly do to endear King Aid to me? I'm not particularly experienced in making people like me, but can't be that hard. You know what? I'm going to get rid of a bard who's mocking him. Despite all the care I put into preparing his gift, King Aid claimed that he would prefer if I had limited myself to a simple letter wishing him good health. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, obviously. Oh, looks like we're going to win another war as well. The war in Lotharingia. Okay, it's a defensive war. Right. We will enforce our demands on our priest who raised his flag in rebellion against us. Not only was he stealing money from the church, he was also... he didn't respect our rule when we went to imprison him. That's two things. Well, let's see what we're going to do with him here. Our prisoner. Well, we could revoke his title, except that we can't. We could read him poetry. No. Humiliate him, throw him in the oubliette. Torture. I think we're just going to execute him. Although the vassals aren't very happy about executing him. Banish him. Also not happy about that. Ransom him back? No. Request excommunication? That's a no as well. I'm not going to torture, mutilate, or read him poetry, so... I guess given I can't do anything with him, I'm going to leave him in prison. Not a great answer, really, but that's fine. I'm going to resign the armies. And yeah, that's where we're at. Well, with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.